Yep, here we go again. Almost ready. So let's see. Let's actually bring the camera and it should be good to start. Do I have everything? I have the files. I have this good. So yeah, today we're looking at the craft. So how does this look like? And of course, I didn't say hi because we've been talking before, but yeah, hi again. So what do we have? Make crafting system. Okay, that's vague enough. On craft button, all the parts get the textures as well as the information. Maybe it would be easier if I actually watched the scene. So I'm gonna create views. We have mining. What am I moving? Mining. I'm gonna bring the chat again. Probably need to... Do I need to? No, I don't need to move that. Because, yeah, I believe that when you move things, scenes with this move option, it updates the paths. I believe so. Load fail, missing dependency, swords, blade. Is that an asset? Yes. Okay.
Everything's telling me that I should stick around.
I think I've used 134
I think that's where I'm supposed to be.
for the scripts. Xwood. Yes, 134. So, yes, it's open anyway.
This is pretty good from a certain perspective. I mean, if you think about it,
Okay, let's see what we have in there.
people every day, and then
Crafting scene, crafting background,
so much that they
V-box,
save you, fix it, defeat a great evil.
Sword blueprint,
Nothing as good ever happened.
texture. What is this blueprint texture? Like, is that... Oh, okay, so that's a kind of... yeah, kind of a frame around the sword, I guess. We will need to rename every pot's name. Anyway, what? The handle texture, blade texture. Quoi? I guess that's here basically, which is incorrect. Craft guard and pommel. Okay, we're good. So we have the actions. Okay. Okay, so you just need a certain amount of ores. Let's see, right? VBox container, blueprint name, resource. Okay. I think I've got it. What you've done here, I mean, you can do that, but that's just a margin container basically. Because you have like 10 pixel on Y, so you just add a margin container. Put the VBox in there. Okay. So you have this guy centered. Well, expand.
That's not how this works.
Expand. And you give it the... And you can get rid of that. And technically we don't necessarily need to expand vertically. Oh yeah. As for the sides, you could do the same. Because here I guess that... Yes, you have the minimum size, and you should have this as a panel container. Okay.
People come and they talk a lot. When they're grieving. Yeah. And you listen a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know much, but I know people. And I know things that aren't people.
Will this work with scroll? Absolutely.
There's a lot more apparently, and you seem to pick up on the stuff that's not said. I mean, you have to.
This can be a panel, I guess. The purpose of these margins was to make scroll better. Well, you want margins between each item? That's just VBox container, theme override, separation, 10. So you have 10 pixels between each item. Try to scroll. Right now we can't scroll because it is, I mean, yeah, so that is exactly what I was talking about the last time. If you want the scroll to happen, you have to make sure that the item in front don't grab the focus. You just have to make the... It's not a question of margins, it's a question of... You go in your SWOT panel here, and you make sure that anything, I mean, nothing's blocking the mouse. So here it's stop, must pass. Pass. This is pass. Should be pass. Should probably be pass. Okay, ignore. This will be pass. Yeah, I think we're good. And as for the button, we want pass as well. So now we should be able to duplicate those guys and scroll. And even if you click the button, it still scroll, but it doesn't. Let me show you. We just want to make sure. We'll grab the pressed signal. Oh, and also this button, I'm gonna remove the focus because I hate it.
Something will be here.
Right. So we can click the button, but we can, yes, we can click any, but we can scroll, it doesn't click the button, so that's correct. That's cool.
Feel like you have to be free. So you can finally pay your debt. This is me paying my debt. No, this is you.
Let's remove the signal.
You're a man who is afraid of what you owe. I understand. That's okay.
Alright, so you've provided some text. Craft button. All the parts get their textures, as well as of the informations. Also, SWORD blueprint texture disappears and appears a crafted sword. Add resources or information for crafting tier 1 sword. It contains all textures and label. When you have crafted a sword, the button get appears. This button just delete information about previous craft, so you can craft another sword. So we have a few things to approach here. Yeah, let's create a branch in there. Alright, so we're ready to work on this. Okay, first thing. I'm just wondering why the crafted sword is inside the sword blueprint base. I think what you're trying to do here. No, it's fine. Crafted sword. Okay. No, that's correct. Hey, so you say I've been watching your tutorials and I've learned a lot about programming in gdscript. The videos are really good. Well, thank you. I'm glad you like it. And that it is useful. If you make some interesting thing with your game, or even not interesting, like just if you want to share what you're doing with your games, feel free to share on the Discord and stuff. It's always interesting to see what people are doing. Can provide food for thought for future content. So this one is what you get after craft. Yes, yeah. I just thought that this first control node was like for the blueprints, but this is more like it's more like the crafting area, and here you have the blueprint, and here you have the sword. So I could start, yeah, thinking about this. Scripting. Crafting scene. Not really crafting area, but display area. Okay, so maybe do we need... We don't necessarily need a state here, I think. Probably don't need a state. So, as far as I understand, the blueprint should be the same no matter what you're doing. Or is the blueprint changing? I kind of think the blueprint is like a texture that will stay here no matter what you're crafting. Okay, so first I will create a sword variable that would serve as the main how do you say that? Indicator of the state of crafting.
I think some bees would suit you.
I just really want to see them.
We can talk to them.
I really want to talk to them.
I've talked to many bees.
Okay, we have the
Teach me the language.
blueprints. Texture.
Hello, bees. Please come over here and let me say hello.
And the same logic, we'll have the crafted wood textures. Let's say control because that's control. Texture blueprint is constant. Yes, that's what I was thinking about. So first we will just initialize the visibility to make sure that we don't see the sword and we have the blueprint. And at the moment we can kind of just cheat that. We will probably need a crafting singleton. That's something we can't avoid here. We can avoid having, well, if we have a crafting singleton, we can throw that in there as well. Mining or manager. Or manager being on top is probably better. So we will have crafting as a global, well, semi-global. Hmm.
Getting used to the idea that this is going to be a test if it were easy.
That was very wrong.
Is it your intention to continue on with us? I joined your group of
Okay, so technically the sword could be here.
as a testament of faith, and it would be a disservice to that faith to turn around because it's hard. It had been easy, and
Okay, so we'll have a function craft
suppose it wouldn't have needed
sword
would I?
with the tier.
I'm thinking a lot about it. Jester gave me a lot to think about, to be honest. Sometimes
For example, let's copy what I did for this.
I wanted to give you something.
That this serves
Your time with us a little bit easier, I suppose.
as the indicator of the state of crafting.
Do you believe in fate? I would like to think not.
So for example, if we have a sword, we do return failed because there's already a sword that wasn't collected. Otherwise, we can use what I've created already. We'll just need signal, sword crafted, and sword collected. Right, so I believe we have crafting, we have sword craft, create sword, and we just throw the tier in there. Well, do we need to create a new variable? Probably not. Probably just need to throw this in the already existing sword thing.
Even when not the best of people, I feel like we're still moving towards something that's good and worthwhile.
That's probably all we will be doing at the moment.
My way to bring us to where we need to be.
And we will have collect sword.
Welcome to the night.
So
I'm honored.
here we have no sword to collect, so that's an error.
I serve nature. I'm the maker of fine graves.
And I don't know what we do with swords so far. We probably want to store them in an inventory, I guess. So I'll just have sword equal null and sword collected. Oh, problem. Yes, in inventory. Yep, that's gonna be for later. Honestly, this could almost not require a singleton. Well, it does because there's this signal here. Well, we could have the global signal and not the global class. But as long as you're doing the global signal, why not doing when you do the class at the same time? That's real questions. So what do we have here? Oh, hi Darian, how you doing? Blacksmith Idol Collab? Yes, it is a project that I'm doing with Alphium, aka No Vision Army, or Fog Guy. Fog. Don't get me wrong.
No, that is a humanoid jellyfish.
It's really pretty. Keep your eyes forward.
So sad. It's just here and unconnected. Sad to be like.
Heroes have many names, they say. Yes, so do the monsters and the supervillains. Interesting. Is it working? Well, I guess so. Do you mean the project, the collab, or the game? You're a villain, not a monster, and that's not for you to judge. All three? Well, it is working. Like, as long as Alfiam's providing me a direction, I can go and do stuff. And that's pretty much what's happening. Like, he's doing all the UI, visual stuff, and game design stuff. Which is perfect, because it's the kind of thing I don't want to deal with right now. And I just care about thinking about how you can implement the mechanics with the scripts and stuff. The game kind of works. Like, we have at the moment we have the resource production, so you have a miner which is creating ores, and you can collect them so that you can use them in other parts of the game. So that was what we did yesterday. So you find it hard to collaborate with someone, meaning he knows how to organize things his way, you know how to organize things your way. In my opinion, it takes someone to be willing to adapt for this to work in the first place. Like, when you have two people, that's easy. Like, you can have one kind of leading the way and forging the path, and then have the other person adapting to this and say, all right, I will just like follow the instructions, sort of. And then when you want to add more people, the thing is that it becomes a little bit more complicated, because it's not like 0, 100. It's not like I'm 100% following and adapting. Like, you have your own inputs that you want to see in the project, and the more people, the more inputs are going to be diverse and chaotic. And it's also complicated to gather like 8 people who should adapt and one person who's leading. So at some point, the person who's leading must adapt to the group, so it kind of reverses. So yeah, it's definitely not easy. But you just have to find someone who's in the opposite functioning. And usually, what's actually funnier, I mean, not funnier, but what is actually quite funny is that in a duo, it's often the most experienced one who's better able to adapt. So I say, well, if someone takes care of UI graphics and someone takes care of codes, I think it would be easy. Yeah, it is, probably. Well, it is a good separation, but the thing is, like, you don't want to end up in a situation where, I mean, the question is, between the two, who's leading the project? UI graphics or code? Which one is defining what part should adapt to the other side? Indeed. So we have Yuri. How you doing? Nice to see you. So you say, I guess I've been missing for a long time? Yeah. I can think about the last time I saw you exactly. How you doing? We're doing great in there. Definitely. How about you? How are you doing? You may have noticed that I finally started the podcast series, which is gonna deal with non-technical subjects, and psychology will come in very soon, I guess. So anyway, I probably have to think about loading right now.
Made there will hold that hero's mark. And this kiln will be the creations as a gift to the Allhammer to remind him that nature is the origin of material. Somewhere there is a member of the dust in the north.
I don't know. Do we really need a folder for that? Data crafting. Let's not create. Fine. Is that a problem? Wait, what? Node export is only supported in node derived classes. It's not a node? Now you shut up. Boo. And hi, Melonhead. In a second screen while playing clicker game. Yes. I usually have lives in the second stream as well. Oh, did I? Yes, I kind of missed that. So there needs to be a manager, the designer, obviously. Well, my manners. Hi, I'm new. Yeah, nice to meet you, Dan. So yeah, anyway, I'm kind of phasing right now. They'll come back soon. I don't know, my brain's updating on something. Azure Online. I probably should sync this with data right now. Ah, that's a big one. And now you are my second. Wait, what?
Your companions are lucky to have you.
Yeah.
But most are lost in the crazy world of dreams.
Okay, you're going. Tomorrow is another hard day. Good night and good luck with your projects. Well, good night to you and good luck on your tomorrow-ish projects. So you're just asking, is this Blacksmith game special? I mean, some sort of collab. It is. It is a collab with Elfian, aka No Vision on Me. Which is probably how you may have known him back in the days. Back in the days. We're gonna make a function to update the textures. And that's where we will be reading the crafted sword, probably. Wait, why am I doing that here? should be there. Okay, so first we check if we have a crafted wood. So if that is the case, we will have a method dedicated for that. But otherwise, blueprint texture visible equal true, and crafted wood. So let's reverse those guys. Is it him who posted some crazy graphics and animation games in Discord? I think so. If you're meaning the idle game with the little guy slicing fountain slimes, yes. And also the jumping game, like the Flappy Bird. Although it might be a little bit, yeah. Oh, comparing that to Flappy Bird? Okay, no, so that's update wood, and we will have update textures. So I will send an object in there to update the textures. So I say, yeah, I really liked how those looked like. Yeah, they look good, for sure. And that's where you realize that in order to make a game, there are tons of different kind of skills. And the advantage of, I want to say graphic people, they have something which looks impressive very quickly. Like, they don't even need to make gameplay. But the advantage of programmers is that they can make game no matter what. I think I'm gonna unique these guys. Oopsie, not all. Well, what happens if I bring 4? Yeah. Oh, interesting. And what do we do with that? Probably not much. Oh, maybe an array. Yeah, maybe an array. So the texture should be equal to wood. Ah, maybe I should get the textures. Yeah. So I'm not gonna bring this, but I will have textures. Why is my nose so itchy? Damn. So I think it's 0. Yeah. So we update the textures and we send sword.get textures. Blade handle pommel guard. Okay. Blade handle, so that's 1. blade. And pommel and guard. Right. On sword crafted, we update the sword, and sword collected, same thing. So maybe it works. Maybe it works. If I remove this, send the crafting scene here. Add the crafting singleton. Oh no, is it me or the music is like? Yeah, I'm gonna skip. Too bad.
We're supposed to protect that place, and I was running out of ideas.
You said we.
My family.
How many of them are there?
And
I mean,
deleted.
on when and where, but we built the temple. We founded it.
And your family is still there now?
No, they all left.
Woohoo!
You said also to look for answers, though, right?
Yeah.
They just left first?
Yeah.
Oh yes, sword doesn't exist. Of course it doesn't exist. And right now we can't do anything. We need to be able to collect this. So I'm gonna create a button for that. I'm gonna butcher the scene. You're here. Yep, you're here. You're right in time to see me butcher this. Or we could add something in the... Nah. Do we have a collect button now? And we can add an action to this.
You have any idea which direction they were heading?
So by the way, Yuri, if you're still here, are you working on any game dev project at the moment?
Speak to the Wild Mother.
Or is this off the table?
Check in on them. See what the Wild Mother tells you.
I feel like she would let me know if I.
Okay, so we craft, we collect, we craft, collect, craft, collect, craft, collect, blah 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 blah.
That's an answer I'm looking for right now. I'm sure you understand. Best to have faith, and not second guess how she's decided to move forward. If I recall,
Works. It does work.
some of the other
It does. Unfortunately, you're not doing your own games right now, still learning. Yeah, But I mean, like, when I mean game dev project, it means having a learning project as well. Like, for example, 2 days ago I was just trying to make a map and a skill tree. That was the project.
No one's come back, and
Now make it cost ore. Oh, jeez, ore. English is hard. Don't mind me. I was thinking about the tooltip so that we can watch the... In fact, you were following this map stream for like 30 minutes silently? Well.
Was he nice or was he not nice?
Oh, I'm stretching. Why am I so stiff? Losing my earphone. Did I pause the music? Yeah. Yeah, I think the custom tooltip is going to be easier than the info. Because technically I just have to copy paste. Oh, you're on this latest Pio copy. Is it Ezra's one? I don't know, I think he did 2 videos, maybe 3. So you say first time I did dem following, now I'm doing it second time on experimenting with everything. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. You don't think classic tooltip works on mobile? There's no cursor. Interesting question. You can... I think it's probably like you stay touched on something and the tooltip appears. But right now it's going to be useful for us. Testing, at least.
What if he's my dad?
I think we should be good. So valuable. You will run this game on your phone right now to check? Do you have the tooltip? There's a tooltip in the test scene. Yes, there is. I don't know how this will work. Is this going to break the game? I don't think so. Oh, it looks fine. I can send this already if you want to check that. Oh, if I change branch here, it's gonna explode very badly. Can I touch this? Yes, I can touch this. Without changing branch, that's cool. Oh no. Let me rename. No. Oh, yeah. I should have known better. Yeah, so the pushing, Godot didn't like it. Oh, come on. I'm gonna restart it, just to be sure. So yes, now we wanted to be able to cast all. So the thing is that we need to change something. We need to create recipes, basically. Because we don't have any recipe. We have the ore, we have the ore veins, we have the sword, and we need sword recipe. Basically. Well, it doesn't open on the phone. I don't know anything about phone development, not gonna lie. And in fact, I don't have a phone to test this. So, I don't know. Anyway, I see it to be a panel that contains that. Oh, you mean you would add a panel with the stats? Yes, why not? That would make sense. Okay, so crafting materials. That's a valuable. So we probably have an array of variables, materials, and
Everyone does.
I probably need a subclass. Here we have an ore. And in quantity. Oh, really?
The traveler told me to have faith. I know that this is who you are. I'm going to have faith in you, Yasha.
They have like... Oh no, it's on top.
And I hope that the Storm Lord can bring you home and back to who you really want to be.
We have an array of craft material. Okay. And we probably have a list as well.
And I hope that the Storm Lord can bring you home and back to who you really want to be.
That's static. No. What did I do? Okay. Very valuable recipes. So if the recipe size superior to 0, that's a failed. Yep. Yes. Do have some people here. It's kind of weird, but sometimes when I'm super quiet, kind of feel like nobody's watching. It's like my brain is analyzing me being quiet with me being in an empty room. It's kind of odd. But yeah, so we want to initialize the recipes, and I guess that's just like initializing these guys. Do we have a list of veins? Yes, tier 1, tier 2.
If you knew he was your dad, would you be?
And then we will have get. Yes, get.
I don't know, I was just kind of happy that I knew. Mama seems so sure. But if he doesn't want me, then I don't want him, it's fine.
So you say some people, well, the reason why some people stream is to talk to other people and share small talks and such. Me, I just listen to streams. Yes, I mean, that's the vast majority of people who just listen to the streams sometimes. It depends on what you're watching. For example, when I was watching one of my friends' co-working stream, it kind of prompts people to chat a little bit more, because there's like these 25 minutes where you're working and you're kind of ignoring the stream, sort of. Depends on the situation, but yeah. And then you have the 15 or 10 minutes of break, and there people get active, and because they are on a break, they are more likely to chat. Okay, so let's create a recipe 1, for example. Oh, maybe we need a tier. That could be cool. So we add the sword recipe, and we want to create craft materials. Okay, so sword recipe dot craft material dot new. We can create a constructor for this to make it easier.
Sometimes it's hard to write them off.
Yeah, that's going to be easier if we have constructor.
I'm sorry that your father has not been a part of your life. He's the one who has messed up.
Yep, so now we should be able to say that we want... Oh no, I feel like this is annoying music. Oh no, that's fine. I'm gonna let it be.
How is she? Marion.
And the quantity for the first craft is going to be, let's go with 5 ores.
So you do know her.
Okay, so that's recipe 1. So we have recipes, and we append recipe 1 if I remember correctly. We could be using a dictionary here. Probably could be using a dictionary.
I couldn't come back.
Why?
It wasn't until she told me about her feelings that I found myself lacking to meet the standards of such a vibrant creature as her. I was nothing. I had nothing. So I told myself I would find a fortune and come back.
Wait, is that how you write it? It feels so weird to my brain right now. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna create that function to get one individual. So that would be recipes and integer of recipe. And we definitely want to return this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it should be good. We just want to list those, so we have tier 1, tier 2. Let's create the tier 2 recipe.
Why didn't you just say yes? I sent you so many messages. I sent you so many messages. You just said yes. I'm your dad. You're a man. Trust her. I didn't know, but you're
Okay, so for the materials,
let's go hang out.
we're gonna do both though. Sword recipe dot. I don't need to say that. I can just say craft material. Dot new or list tier 1, and we're gonna need, I don't know, let's go with 5 and increase this one to 10. And craft material, oh, I need a comma. I'm gonna need 15 of the tier 2. Or maybe just 10. No, 15's good. I don't know. Yeah, we're good. So right now we should have the recipes.
Chester, I'm not your father. Any man can have a child. Only someone who's around to raise them well can call themselves a father.
Yeah, so let's go back to our little guy in there. And this is word panel 1. Okay, so this right there, we're gonna save in its own branch as a component. Crafting recipe. That's kind of a big chunk to work on. Okay, so the problem is that now the bottom's gone.
Kind of want to protect you.
So we have to fix that.
The worlds where we've crossed.
Answered corrupted. No, yeah, this little guy here. Deprecated. Okay, so these two can be gone because that will be saved as its own scene. So this save branch as a scene. Crafting material.
Oh, something that would make me so miserable, right? That's what you want?
All right.
Let's see.
Do we... Okay, we probably just need functions which are going to be used by the recipe right there. So I will create open functions, public function. So oh, the quantity. Oh no, the quantity. We'll have to deal with the fact that when we create alls, yeah, that's gonna be after. That's gonna be after. Okay, so first we're gonna have set texture. Alright, so we say, so family member are watching a football match now and internet is going with the wind. Hard to watch the stream. Yeah, so see you. Have a nice evening on whatever you're playing or working on. And I will see you later. Have a good night. And thank you for the wish of luck.
That's gonna suck real bad to not have any hands at all.
Texture as a texture rectangle. Is updated. Oh. That was an interesting mistake.
Both of my hands. That just seems so stupid. Hold on. Maybe before we make the deal, I can eat one last cupcake.
I will have set all. And we need a quantity as well. So okay, so that's for the quantity. Maybe I should store the quantity as well. That will be useful for updating the label. So the text is just gonna be something like this, I guess. So we have quantity as a second, fourth, but for the first one, it's going to be all manager, get all.
That was sprinkled with the dust of deliciousness.
Is that it? Oh, that would be cool. So maybe... Maybe this will work right off the bat. And that would be cool. I'm not gonna create a function first, because I don't know what a signal is. Right, so I'm actually planning to connect a signal when we set an OR, so that we can watch OR creation to update the quantity.
Do you trust me?
With everything.
Which means that we want to figure out if there's already one thing connected, and otherwise we change this, and we can connect the signal. So we have like OR manager, OR created, and we can connect this to a new function on OR created. Right, let's see, what is the argument? OR list and quantity. Right. So we want to check that we correctly have the match between the OR we have stored locally and the one from the signal. And if that is the case, we can update the label because the quantity will have changed. And there we go. Super cool feature. So we are now ready to move to something. Oh wait, we have a warning. Quantity is shadowing something already existing. Yes, but I don't want to use it. This is a never-ending story. Well, get lost. Yep, I don't have any solution for this. Just suffer the warning. That's the crafting material. Great.
One day I met a little girl who sought that same spark. Little girl who found joy in exposing life's most subtle hypocrisies. Little blue girl who lived a life so small but felt in her heart there was
Okay, so requirements deleted. So that's materials.
so untempered by the sanctimonious morality of man.
Maybe we need to update the recipe a little bit.
So for her,
Like
I don the mask of one.
add a texture, for example.
The truth, Jester, is that I've no idea what I'm doing. And I need your help.
And eventually a name. It is declared. Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool. Now crafting recipe. Let's create a script with this guy. Let's name new line in recipe. So we're gonna have a recipe. Which is a sword recipe. It's a little bit weird that this is sword recipe and not crafting recipe. But we can handle that. I mean, that's refactorable if ever it is needed. So anyway, set recipe. Okay, so first thing, we want to update the texture and the name.
Jester, I hope you know how special you are. Just you, even without the traveler.
So we get the texture from the recipes, that's easy. Do we need to create functions for that? I guess not. So that's the texture rectangle. Okay, so that's the easy part. The more serious part is creating or instantiating the materials. So we'll have function instantiate materials. Okay, what do we do here? First we grab the container. Okay. Then we want to loop through all the materials. So for material, which is a sword recipe dot craft material, I believe. In recipe dot materials. So Alphium has completed first bean. Okay, cool. Did you? No, not yet. Here I'm soon to be done with the crafting menu. I just want to make sure that this type is correct. Craft material. Okay. So for each material, we create a new node, which is a UI material, crafting material. Hmm. Huh. I will do the scene here. So crafting material, and that's the scene. I'm gonna make a jump in the music. Alright, I'm gonna ignore those. Two albums. Okay, so I was at instantiating the node. Okay, so node dot set texture. I guess we have set all. It's gonna be fine. So we have material dot all and material dot quantity. Okay, and I'm gonna remove this other method because it's useless. We're gonna have texture updated here as instead. Okay, so here we have all dot get all this dot texture. Okay. This should be fine. Okay, back to crafting recipe. So for every node, yes. Then we want container, add a child, node. I guess that's it. So we instantiate the materials once we have the recipe set. Now we need to connect the button. So uncraft button pressed. And this should be quite a simple task. We want crafting, crafts wood with the recipe here. And this should be fine. Okay, so we have this part done. I have to go back in my ore manager because there's something I didn't think about, and it is actually having ore updated. Instead of just ore created. So here, yeah. We will need this signal because we will have consumption later on. So on ore updated, and there's no quantity. Okay, so let's make sure that we have updated and updated. All right. So we have the material, we have the recipe instantiating the material, and the local for iterative variable is showing an already existing. Okay. Let's make sure I have replaced craft material and craft material. We should be good. The last step is to have the crafting scene here instantiate the recipes. So here, that's the recipes. Yes, we could go with that. So create. We probably don't need a script here because we will just instantiate some objects. But before we read the recipes, it could be quite interesting to actually initialize. So sword recipe, initialize recipes. Yeah, so now we can use them. The crafting scene. This little script. What do we do? We have a function, so on ready, probably. We will want to instantiate recipes. So instantiate recipes. So first get the list, right? So recipes, it's an array. Well, we don't need that, it's already existing. So for one recipe in the list we have, so that's sword recipe dot the array let's load the scene. So we create a node. We instantiate this node. It's a node dot set recipe. And is that it? This looks too easy. This seems too easy. Oh yes, that's the node. What am I doing? So we add the child node. Okay. And I don't know, it looks like I'm done. Yeah, it's correct. It is correct. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little break and I will come. No, there's no, the crafting doesn't work yet. It's just gonna craft a tier 1 sword no matter what, and not consuming anything. I didn't do that yet. But yeah, I take a little break and I will be right back to do that exactly. Yep, there we go. We're ready to go try consuming materials when we craft something. Okay, so here, let's see. So we craft a sword and we have the tier of the sword. Could do that differently. Instead of trying to craft, to send a tier, we could send a recipe. Like this. So, alright, so we have the tier recipe. So now we want to make sure that we can consume all the ores. So we need to update the ore manager a little bit. Okay. So we're going to create a function to check if we can consume a certain amount of a certain ore. Alright, so first, if the quantity is inferior to 0, that's an error because it shouldn't happen. Technically it's not an error, it's a boolean. Okay, so then if the quantity is superior to the amount we have stored, that's a false again. And I guess that otherwise we can return true. That's the first thing. Second thing is the consume method. It's pretty similar, but it will return error instead of the boolean, and it will make the transaction. If the quantity is inferior to 0, well, we can use if can consume. So if not can consume, we have failed. Oh yes, we need to send the O and the quantity in can consume. Okay, so what we're going to do is have the value be decreased, and we need signals. So we have O consumed, so we can now emit that. O and quantity, and as well O updated. Okay. Yes, now we can make some more transactions with that. So back to crafting. We can create a method consume materials. Like consume materials. And we have a recipe. And that will return an error. We will have craft material, which is word recipe dot craft material. We're gonna try to consume. The thing is that I will not at the moment handle the bug situations where for some reasons we can consume. I need. Okay. I will create a security check, just one, but I will need to make more in the future. So here. Yeah, we just want all manager. More like variable error. It's like all manager consume craft material dot all craft material dot quantity. So if there's an error, we do return the error. Okay. Now let's have a function can craft recipe. Which is just checking. And basically we do the same thing, sort of. Well, let's. So for every craft material, in material list from the recipe, for every craft material, we want to check variable boolean is checking if all manager can consume craft material or n quantity. So if we have a false at any point, we do return false, and we wait for everything to be true to be able to craft. Okay, so when we craft a sword, we want to make two checks. So variable boolean is equal to can craft recipe. Well, we don't need to store that. So if not can craft recipe, that's an error. And if we have an error when consuming the materials, we do return failed again. Otherwise, we just craft this wood. Okay. Sword craft. Yeah. So tier 2 sword, we have sword, the tier is 2, obviously. The forge level is a randomized range from craft power to 1000. Would damage. So this could be potentially, I don't know. I would leave it like this, but at some point maybe we'll have one method for all the crafts. Okay, so we should be able now to send that. Yeah, let's see. Crafting. Create a sword. We have 1, 2. Okay, that's correct. I'm gonna create a tab container. So tab visibles no. And as for the theme override, panel, new style box empty. Okay, cool. This is gonna be user interface or main tab container. And in there we have our views, mining, and crafting. So we can add some inputs, switch, well, navigate to mining, navigate to crafting. This will be M, and this will be C. Not really, huh. I want M. Key label, I think that's it. And here's gonna be the same. Key label, C Unicode. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, cool. Themes, views, crafting scene, yes. So main tab container. Let's add a little script. Okay, so this way we should have a navigation. And Fluffy's here. Who says, oh damn, you're actually starting it? Starting what? The Blacksmith project? That was started yesterday. But yeah, there's quite a lot done already. Blacksmith idol. Yeah. We have quite a lot right now. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen. It's been a very long time since... Yeah. Well, it's deprecated. So don't go through that. Are you going through that? You big mean. Okay, so crafting, reference, crafts with uncraft button pressed. Crafting recipe. Oh yes, we need to send recipe. Okay, we probably broke everything right now. Okay, so we can mine. And we can probably go... No, we can't. So I'm just gonna fix this maybe. So how you doing? Fluffy, what's up? Okay, so no, we can mine. Let's mine a bit. Did Alfium send something for the first vein? Nope. You didn't. You big mean. So you say I had to drop out for health issues? I feel nothing right now. Pure numbness. Huh. But I must see the cats again. Alright. That's strange. What about me? Kinda numb, but in a very less numby way. Just, yeah. I want to do stuff, but I'm not motivated to do anything, so I'd rather work on this project. Okay, so let's collect the ores we have and see. So yes, we have the updated ores here. And if we try to craft... Okay, we can collect that. So, okay, we can't craft anymore. We can collect. We can maybe craft a tier 2 sword. That's a tier 2. Okay, cool. So I guess the crafting works. So yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty chill day. Is there a random factor in crafting, or is the result constant? There are a few random things. Let's collect the minerals. So first, you have the skin, right? Like if you look at this sword, it's different than this one, and it's different than this one. The second thing is the forge level, which is then impacting the damages. So here we have 858, and here we have 783. The damages are quite high though. But yeah, wow, 9.9, that's a great sword. Yeah, that's kind of the item potency regarding its tier. because if we craft a tier 2 sword, you will see that it is tier 2 indeed. But the forge level and damage, they work exactly the same at the moment. And as for the mining, it depends on the ore veins you are currently mining, and so far we have only one, which is producing tier 1 and tier 2 ores. So yeah, that's quite a big step. So I will save this. So what do we have in there? Okay. Craft costs, materials, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm gonna merge this. Oh, I need to go there to be able to change that. Console. And I can go back.
What I thought was just folklore or hearsay was true.
Okay, so we have the texture we can add now. I need to open it again. At the moment, yes, we're gonna have this. So, or borders, veins, maybe. Save image. Yes, if you wish. All right, there we go. So here we have the first vein texture. So that's for the iron vein. One thing is that it contains copper, which is kind of weird, but it does. And that's something I can save as its own commit, because it's like, I'm probably not gonna add anything texture related. So that's first full vein texture added. So you're not planning to use the basic human ores. It's interesting how you name this human ores. Yeah, stretching. And Frontline Studios says, hey, I can't be here for long, but I just wanted to say I really enjoy your videos, and they helped me a lot learning Godot. Also, the date in the title still say it's 2024. Oh yeah, interesting. I'm not up to date, I guess. Let's get up to date. All right, content, knife. Let's go with 25. So thank you for that, for sure. And I'm glad that you do enjoy the videos. Where was that? Oh yes, the chat. I'm glad that you enjoy the video and you're learning from them. So if you ever want to share what you're working on the Discord, because I guess that you have to go, so. But if you have time here, you can share that here. But yeah, feel free to share your experience. So just iron and then something fantasy. TF is a human whore. Boo. Yes, and we have to change all to minerals because this is definitely gonna get the AI. This will get the AI here really weird words for me because I can't pronounce English very well. So they say, oh awesome, I will definitely join the Discord later. Yeah, that would be cool. Alright, so since I'm kind of down right now, I'm just gonna let this mine chill. How long has it been? 2 hours. Okay. So 2 hours to make the crafting system. Almost entirely because there was something before. Oh, and by the way, I tried to use Inkscape. I understood nothing to the brushes. So I stopped. You can explain to me right now? I don't think right now is the best time because I'm kind of cooling down, but yeah, there are no brushes. That's what's kind of surprising. You make art with lines. Yes, I tried to make lines and it didn't work very well either. In fact, at the moment, I'm very much more interested in 3D rendering. Not rendering, but modeling. Because, yeah, I don't know. That looks interesting. It's not easy to get into, but yeah. And maybe at some point it could be like you do some 3D objects and you can render 2D pictures. Can you craft pickaxes to mine better yet? No. At the moment we can't even choose what ore vein you are mining. So technically I guess that would be my next step. Allowing to switch between different veins. Not really caring about unlocking at the moment, just like allowing it for testing purposes. So yeah, or there are different veins, only so the gray ones. So yeah, they are kind of... They exist in the code, but that's it. We have two. Yeah, we have two. We have the tier 1 and a tier 2. And right now we're using the tier 2 because it has 2 ores, which is a little bit better for testing. Ooh. Yep. That's what I could be doing. But now that I think about it, I don't know, I think... So Alfion's saying, well, I didn't like drawing veins, so from now we're gonna make materials that are crafted from other materials. Which means... Oh, we have the same spacing here. Wait, what's happening here? Oh! I forgot about that. Will there be uranium in there asking for a friend? I don't know. I'm just like assuming the role of a programmer in this. Why do we have this space? Atomic bomb mining must be a thing. Well, if you mine another planet, maybe. So there will be 3 or 4 veins. They give core materials, and in dungeon you will get second time material. You merge them into a third type. Okay. So no crafting with ores, I guess. Well, at least at the beginning, of course. Actually, I think it's probably not too complicated to do this ore switching thing. I could be doing that. So that's the veins container, correct? Let's see, tier 1 vein. Okay, let's create a component. I don't know, vein selection. Oh, why did I name the file like this? Very bad naming. Probably can create havoc. So you say like you mine iron, you loot coal in dungeons, and you melt steel afterwards? Yeah. Then we will have to wait for Alphion to answer that. And maybe. Yes, of course it bugged. Oh, there's nothing in there. Boo. Before I work on this, I'll be right back quickly. I'm thinking, but I don't think I have little snacks. Yeah, anyway, I will see. I'll be right back. that was a quick Kraken lost situation. I don't know if phones uses like left mouse button input for the touch. I have no idea. Like, really no idea. Okay, so first I will try just to catch the input here. That could be cool. Just want to check that. How do you install the latest version of the game, you mean? The project, you pull this. And you do that on main branch. Okay, so here we have this switch works. Fine. Okay, so I think we only need the texture here. Function set vein. I think we have a list in there, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have the texture that will update. Mm-hmm. And we need to connect the button as well. So on the vein selected, well, not really. Why do I want to connect the button? No, that's all. And when we click on there, we want to change in mining. Yeah. So set vein. And we set the vein from the list. C and M to switch. And if you are on the phone, you can switch on the phone. Now we're gonna use the O vein like this. So the O vein. Actually, no. It's if it is the same. If it is the same, we abort the mission. Otherwise, we stop probably. Stop mining. And O vein equal O vein. Then we need a signal. When this happens, O vein changed. Nope. Vein changed? Over. Okay. That's not what I want. I indeed noticed something weird. Alright, so we can set the vein, which is what we're gonna use in there. I'm not gonna use the lists. So when we click mining, set vein of the local vein. Also, can you make in crafting that the collect button is not visible when there is no sword crafted? Yes. This should be good for this component, I guess. You just need to initialize it. I mean, instantiate it. So let's look at the ready function, which is honestly quite simple. We just want to call the big method instantiate. What do we want to instantiate? Children. Okay, that can be for vein, which is an O vein. We will instantiate something, so we need to have a node and we need a scene. Seems correct. So we load the scene, we create the node by instantiating a scene. Node set vein and add child. Okay, so technically we should now have the vein instantiate when we have this. So we just need to update the textures. Okay, so let's actually texture ignore size, keep aspect, is it like, yeah, looks good. I think it was a little bit different. No, that's correct. If I mine here and I change, okay. So here I mine. I have that. And I should only get this one. Yep, and now I can change to the second one to generate a bit of both. Yeah, that's cool. And I can go back and mine. So I need to update my database so that the vein 2 has a better texture. Yeah, so we technically can change in the sense of we are changing mechanically, but it doesn't really show that we did change. Like, because we still have this fixed texture. Is there any way to make so you can't change vein when you are mining? Yes, it is possible, but we don't have a stop button, so can't change anymore. Like, but it's very easy to do. Okay. Alright, so back to the mining scene. We have this texture here. We could update this little guy. Yeah, I'm gonna create a script. So what this will do is mining or vein change connect, and we need something. Okay, so what we have here. We just want to change the texture. So texture is equal to overvein.texture. That should be this simple. Okay, so now the mining button. Okay, so I'm gonna create a function, toggle mining. If is mining, else stopped. Pretty simple. So what we have here, function on mining started. I think that's the name. Mining reference mining started connect. And we connect the second one when mining is stopped. And the second thing is on mining. Oh no, on vein switch. Set vein. So if is mining, return. And there we go. Also make the button state to disabled. No. No, because if it's disabled, you can't interact with it anymore, so you can never stop. Doesn't work. That's not a button. That's just a texture. That... why doesn't this... oh, is it because the signal is never emitted? Oh, we have duration? Okay. So that's why. So duration. Yes, it's not a button. It is just a texture. So we can't change. And now we can change. And as well, collect button is disabled when there's no materials. I'm not sure that's necessary. I mean, it can. It's a choice of design, but that's luxury feature. That's not what we're not at this level yet, because it is disabled in a sense that it doesn't do anything. This crafting button, because that could cost another signal. I don't know. No, maybe we have enough signals to put that yet already. Yeah, we basically need to watch those two signals just to disable one button. Right now we should think about the saving and loading a little bit more. Because, yeah, we need to think about that. Because the behaviors are depending on save and load. So sword crafted, we have, yes, we just have this sword in. No, that's gonna be ready. So anyway, unsword crafted. Visible's true. So unsword collected. Alright, so this should make the button appear and disappear based on the sword crafted. Let's make some ores. I think we're good. Yes, we can collect and it disappear. So that's fine. What does the button look like when it's disabled? Yeah. Disabling this button is the risk of having it disabled. At the moment, we don't want that to happen. So mining ores collected. So mining cycle completed. That's has the ore vein. Like we need to read data. Okay. This returns the lines, right? Yeah. So this should work. Yeah. Alright, so this button is disabled. We need saving. We need saving. So let's see the script util script save and load. I guess it's resource saver. Save. Game data. Add path. App. And that's static, by the way. So this returns data. So if resource loader dot exists, path return resource loader. Otherwise, new data. Seems fine. Okay, so now we can implement this in game. So we save data when we exit. And we load here. Save and load, upload data. Okay, so let's try that. Let's mine. Yep. Alright, so this didn't load. Maybe it did, but didn't show. Yes, it looks like it did, but it just doesn't show when we load. They are here. Yes, they exist. Because even if I mine the first vein, which has only one ore, we will have to. Okay. About crafting, I'm gonna... Oh, I need to collect. Let's craft something. Okay, I'm crafting this wood. I close and get back. It's almost there. It is there, but we can't see it. So mining scene. Extracted ore. So synchronize ore. Yeah, so we want to do that when we load, basically. So sync. That should be doing. Yes. Alright, so that's fine. And for the crafting, so yes, that's deprecated. I'm just gonna delete that. I guess we just update this wood. Okay, so we have this wood. Tier 1, 750. We get back. Tier 1, 750, so it's not deleted. It's correctly here. Alright, so I think I have exhausted all the things to do in the list right now. Okay, so first let's save this. Switch pane, right, so quality of life features. Save and load. Did I forget anything? That would be sad, but no. Okay, so I'm gonna push that and I'm gonna merge. And I'm gonna push this. And get back to my branch. You've done a lot today. Well, yeah, I'm quite industrious when I'm in hyperfocus. You just gotta hope that I keep interest in the project for a while. So yeah, I think, where was the task list? Make a crafting system. Oh yeah. Yeah, because we didn't have any crafting system today. Oh yes, that's indeed quite a lot. Yep. So that's probably leading us toward the end of the stream for this session so that I can take a break and then eventually start another stream later during well, later, because the concept of night is really viewer dependent, so but yeah, I guess so. So I guess that will be the end. So thank you to all the people who came by in the chat or not in the chat. That was nice. Always enjoyed chatting. And yeah, I'm actually quite surprised by how quickly this game is turning into something that works. So I guess I will see you either in a second stream today if I decide to stream again, or in another stream, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, or in any other content you wish to watch anyway, if you want to go back in time. Yeah, 2 days, and this is a lot. So that's basically, we can actually count this very easily. Here we are like 3 hours, and I guess the other stream is 2 or 3 hours as well. It's 3 hours, so it's 6 hours. So yeah, I guess I will start mining, and I will leave you with the music a little bit, and I will end the stream soonish.